if you drank from the fountain of youth, I don't understand why some media's related to being the same as being immortal.
No,
They'll just keep you young. Unorthodox reactions, unorthodox intros.
Thank you guys. Welcome back to another Unorthodox reaction. Today we are reacting
Jaden animations, and it is Random Thoughts Part 2 edition.
without
Further ado, let's get right into it.
I thought you were gonna leave that second part.
So I really like saying that part,
Okay.
so I apologize.
Welcome back to Random Thoughts. This time, part 2 edition. I want to talk about random things that cross my mind, but can't stretch them into their own videos, so I'm shambling them all together to make a weird video that's a whole caboodle of nonsense. If you haven't seen my first Random Thoughts video, you don't need to watch that one first to understand this one. Thinking about it, you can pretty much jump in at any point of either of these videos, and you'll be fine since it's nothing but a melting pot of balderdash. Thesource.com is giving me a rainbow of colorful words today. Poppycock. Are there limits to what you can call a fork? There's
like a
three-pronged
spork.
forks and four-pronged forks. Can a knife be classified as a one-pronged sharp fork? You use them both to stab things. Well,
You know, Frank uses a fork. Technically, in the technical term, yeah.
I guess knives are more
Forkless.
slicing and cutting. Can a sword be classified as a one-pronged super sharp fork? Those things were definitely both created to stab. Can a fork fall in the category of a tiny, really dull four-pronged sword? Is there a spectrum?
No, it can fall in the category of a tiny pitchfork.
Yeah.
From a fork to knife to sword? Back in like the Renaissance era, what if rivals said,
She's
feel
stretching
like
it a bit.
Once it's past 3 prongs, it's
Yeah.
no longer a fork. Cause
No, the two prong.
no, that's there's a different name for that.
Is there?
Yeah, I think there's a equipment with 2 prongs called something else that they
Okay.
use.
So she's stretching it right now. Then.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
admittedly, we can all agree she's stretching it.
Yeah.
Sir, I challenge you to a super sharp one-pronged fork duel. Or even, what if, sir, I challenge you to a dull four-pronged tiny sword duel?
Shing.
Oh no, he brought a less
Oh
dull
my
tiny
wow,
one-pronged
shing
fork
them.
sword. So you know bananas? Those yellow
Oh
things?
my
I don't know
wow,
about your life,
shing
but I
them.
always grew up not eating any bruises on bananas. There's nothing wrong with bruised bananas. They're the same
Yeah, I
as
was
any
gonna
normal
say.
non-bruised
I
banana.
don't discriminate like that.
I think. I just did research, as in the first result on Google, and it says for bananas to ripen, they start to make a hormone called ethylene, which sounds like an ingredient in gasoline, but it's not. It's what turns bananas from their super gross green bitter phase to the softer, sweeter, and quite frankly, more superior yellow phase. Yay, ethylene! But apparently, ethylene doesn't know how to chill out, so even when a banana's at the perfect ripeness, the ethylene is like, no,
I think I'm
we can
gonna
keep going. I think we can be even more ripe. What's the worst that can happen? So the banana just tries to infinitely get more ripe, which is what eventually turns it mushy and brown. And isn't that just a metaphor for life? You can't endlessly chase the image of banana perfection you have in your head, little banana. You should try to stop and
only ever
appreciate
gonna have
the
that for
ripeness
a
you're
while.
at every once in a while. Or else you'll keep working towards something unachievable and get all mushy. Banana body positivity. Unless you're a green banana. Then I hate you. So the dark spots are basically just the banana starting to get too ripe, which means they're harmless. But they used to freak me out a lot, so I'd have to cut them off for something to be able to enjoy the rest of the banana. And then I started thinking, what if there was a banana monster that ate humans? Would they want to eat the bruises on humans? Ah, splits. This
cut
one
it
has
off.
a bruise on it. You know those parts are still edible, right? I don't like them. I think they taste gross. Here, you can just cut off the bruises. It's fine. I just use this one-pronged fork of mine, and this started off all sciencey and informational, and then I think I ruined it. Since you brought up the topic of bananas, I was at a store checkout line one time, and this guy got in queue behind me. I didn't think anything of it until I saw this river of bananas scroll up to the register.
Banana party.
So, you know how grocery stores have their bananas on display, and underneath the display sometimes there's more boxes of bananas? He had
must
like
be an American
4 of those
thing.
banana boxes, all laid out on the conveyor belt. I've never seen anyone
Why would he
buy
lay
that
them
many
all out?
bananas before. You know,
The cashier has to scan each one.
Oh, that's so evil. That's so mean.
You know what's
Just
funny?
tell them.
They don't have to scan each one because once they scan one, they can just say, okay, times this.
Yeah.
But they have to still scan it because they have to count how many there are to be able to say times this. So it's pretty much the same as scanning it because you still have to like keep doing this and counting it.
you have to eat all those in a certain amount of time, right? With the ethylene and all
He
that.
has a big family. I don't know what to
This is the
say.
first time buying bananas. I looked up to see who this hero of a man was, and we made eye contact, and I didn't know what to do, but I felt like I had to say something because I was so proud of him.
Running low on potassium, I see.
Imagine so tap line.
So I just went, yeah, bananas are my favorite too. What are fish's opinions on water currents?
Making
Do
a
you think
lot
they
of
think they're annoying?
assumptions.
Welcome home, fish dear. How was your day at the office?
That was
Fish
not
life.
funny.
The currents were pretty strong today. I was swimming to fish work, and the currents swished all my fish papers out of my fish hands. I mean fins, so I was late. Our fish neighbor, Benjafish, crashed into me on my
This
way
is
as well.
weird.
The currents were too strong for his feeble fish body. You know him in his old fish age. Oh, fish frick. Fishwife, there's no need to use that type of fish ling. This is stupid. But are strong water currents for fish the equivalent to, like, strong wind for us?
I was
Wind
thinking
Wind is
that,
my
yeah.
least favorite weather. People with long hair can understand. Or do you think they're more like fun amusement park rides?
Nah, I don't think
Slides.
so.
Like in Nemo
Yeah.
when they were with the high turtle. That seemed like fun. I can imagine a fish charging fish money to let other fish go down the river stream or a little waterfall. Fun for the entire fish family. Fishny world. But then I remember those clips of salmon trying to swim upstream against the water to go have babies, and that whole ordeal just seems like an inconvenience, especially because bears. Oh, fish. Are we all just brains wearing human meat suits?
Yes.
Let's pretend there's a fountain of youth somewhere. Let's pretend that's a real thing. Do you think that if you sat in it too long, that your fingers would get wrinkly? Get
No.
it? Because water makes
I
your
mean, yeah.
No, because you would be getting younger. The fountain of youth.
Yeah, but it's still liquid, so your hands will still get wrinkly.
Yeah, but
Because it
would
doesn't mean you
age
get.
backwards and get wrinkly.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Do you not get wrinkly at this age when you put your hand in the water too long?
yeah.
Exactly.
But I
It
guess
doesn't matter what age you are, your hands still get
that's not
wrinkly.
it was a dumb question. Not me.
It's random thoughts.
Not me was the dumb
There's
question.
no dumb questions and
I've never
random
thought
thoughts.
of any
okay?
of this apart from the banana one.
I'll probably have a song. I'll think of weird stuff.
You've never thought of the fish current.
Probably have at some
No.
point. I guarantee I'll probably have at some point.
Because I always knew that was like windy for us.
But not in the equivalent of window. I think I probably thought of it in the equivalent of something else.
Yeah. Like, I don't think fish have a day job. I think it would be funny if they did.
No, I feel like they do, which is to get food.
Okay, yeah.
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 Because literally,
But they don't have
I
fish
think of
money.
fish as like babies, where all they care about is eating, being annoying,
sleep.
and then sleeping. I mean, I feel like they have to at some point, don't they?
Maybe.
Because it depends. I guess it depends what type of fish it is.
Yes, so.
Yeah.
We become fishes.
No, that sounds like a massive inconvenience.
hands. Do you think if you sit in it for too long, you'll eventually just turn into your mom and dad because before you became a human baby, that's how you originated?
Okay, no,
I think-
come
I
on. You
think
just
it-
stop
Yeah.
existing.
Yeah.
Or you
We'll
go
just
back
take
to
it
a
as
fetus.
If you wait even longer, do you become your grandparents? Can you keep
Nah.
going until there's several medieval
No.
villages of ancestors sitting in this fountain?
But
It's a stretch.
one thought that I did have is if you drank from the fountain of youth, I don't understand why some media's related to being the same as being immortal.
No,
It would
because
just
make
keep you young,
Yeah, and then you could. I mean, you.
but
could
you're
still
still
die.
susceptible to
Death. Yeah.
death, just not specifically of old age.
Yeah. So what they.
Any other type of death,
Yeah.
disease, famine, whatever,
Yeah.
you can still die from it.
Yeah, but what they're assuming is if you get like cancer, you drink the fountain of youth and you get younger, which means you
No,
go
but
back
you
to
can
when you
still
didn't
die.
have cancer. You go back to when you didn't have cancer, which is going back in time.
I don't think that's how it works.
Hey, you never know.
I don't think that's
I don't. Hey, we're allowed to stretch stuff. She's stretching hard, bro. What?
Can we reach amoeba phases? RNA in the primordial soup? The universe itself! I talked about keeping a little list of these random thoughts as I think about them over time in part 1, and this point just says, why are bugs always pregnant? With no other context.
What?
So, I don't know what to talk about here, or what past Jaden was even thinking when she wrote that. As a kid, I would daydream a lot. In 4th grade, sometimes I would make up this scenario in my head where I would be in school like any normal day, and in the middle of class, I would magically be turned into a dog. Stay with me here. I'm not a furry. So I was transformed into a dog somehow, and I imagined that I'd get up from my desk, walk up to the teacher, and say,
Woof.
"Can I go home? I'm a dog." And that would be my excuse to get out of school. Haha, smell you later. So what's it like to be a normal kid? I feel like the majority of people would just try to pretend they're sick or something. Me? Nah, being turned into a dog would be the most logical and easiest way to get out of school.
No, because then, see, I would have that thought, then I would just keep thinking it, like, but then if I got turned into a dog, then the government would want me for experiments because they would want to know how to turn into a dog.
Yeah.
Then I'd be stuck doing experiments. All I wanted to do was just get out of school. Yeah. I don't think
school. I didn't even have a follow-up plan for after I got out of class. I'd go home, and then what? Just be a dog for the rest of my life?
Just
Obviously,
hope you turn
I had
back.
to be a dog that talked, so maybe I would have became a super famous talking dog. But scientists
Like
might want
Ted,
to take me away and run
the teddy
tests
bear.
on me and my weird human dog
See?
brain. All I wanted to do was get out of class.
That's exactly what I just
daydreaming
said.
about turning
Literally.
back into a human to get out of dog experimental lab class. Or I could just pretend to be sick like a normal science experiment test subject. So a few videos ago, I talked about wanting to collect those 3 polka dolls, and guess what your girl did? I finally found them, and they're sitting on my desk, and they're my greatest achievement.
Wait.
Guess what your girl did? I finally found them,
What Pokemon are
and they're
those?
sitting on...
I know that one.
I know that one.
I think I know the green one.
I know the green one. I don't think I got it right. Growlithe? I don't think it's Growlithe. I know the red one. It's the one with the fire.
Yeah.
I think it's the evolution of...
It's really good.
Is
It's
it the
a really good
evolution
Pokemon.
of Chimchar? I believe.
I don't know. But I know it's a really good Pokemon.
And I'm not sure which one this one is.
That's a water type.
Yeah, for sure. It's blue. This is grass, this is fire, this is water.
I know.
Oh, are these starter Pokemons from...
No, it's not. That's not a starter Pokemon.
No, I think this is their evolution.
Oh, from the
Like, I think this is their final evolution, but I think there would be one starter Pokemon. No, they're too powerful to be starter
It must be
Pokemon.
a different game thing then.
But even in the game, I don't think these would be starter Pokemon.
That middle one's too powerful. Actually.
All of them are, because this one, I know it's kind of like a whale,
Okay.
but I just don't know which generation or
We're just
what
talking at this
Pokemon
point.
it's from.
But guys, thank you for checking in with us. We do appreciate
If you're still
you.
with us,
Oh.
If you're still with us, we appreciate you. If you're not with us, we appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you
Like,
for checking
comment,
in,
subscribe,
and
notification bell.
See you guys next time.
I will see you in the next one. We don't know what point the camera turned off, so we're still gonna post this. So we hope you stick around and you just listen to audio only. If you did, thank you very much. If you didn't, we apologize.
Thank you. Check in with us next time.
Take care.